We are live. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Friday night. It's the Red Cup review. We are here with the Paradox Nerd and Baz, and it's good to see everybody on this last weekend before the new year. See you next year, everybody, right? Slap. Anyways,
that's the end of the show. Bye.
That's it, right? How's everybody doing? How are your Christmases? What's up, fellas? How are you?
Go ahead, sorry, Baz.
Baz is always the guy.
Yeah.
PJ, how you doing?
What you doing, man?
Yeah, thanks, Rob, for having me back on the show, man. It's been a while. Yeah, Christmas is great, man. It went by pretty quick. It just came and went. It was like, what happened?
Yeah,
I can't believe it's already like 2020 and like next week. So it's crazy.
There's just been so much stuff going on in the last few weeks between the ending of The Mandalorian and the ending of the Star Wars saga, and then your kids and Christmas. And
Sega. Yeah.
So it's definitely been busy.
You know, people have been doing end of the decade lists, like top 10 things of the decade and shit.
Of the decade.
Jeez,
I can't remember. Like,
I stopped recognizing decades after the 90s because every decade's been the same since.
Yeah,
have been the same shit for 20 years.
I just clump up the 2000 just in like one big huge decade.
I mean, well, it's 20 years.
Yeah, I just can't, like, seriously, like I can't even, like, the 90s I could tell you for a fact, like, okay, this is what happened. Carpenter jeans was in. Jenko jeans was in. I know. See, by judging by that laugh, Rob was wearing those Jenko jeans back in the day.
I used to wear the big boss baggy jeans, man.
Yeah,
baggy back then.
Yeah, and then the 2000s came along, and everything just feels like just one big huge decade. Like, I can't even tell you like what happened like 10 years ago. So I can't. Yeah, I just can't.
Like the 2000s, I think of like The Matrix and Korn. The band Korn.
Oh my gosh.
Limp Bizkit and shit like that.
That's like early 2000s.
That's like 99, 2000.
Yeah.
Shout outs to the chat. Mike is nerdy. Should I expect Star Wars spoilers? Probably. We're probably going to be talking spoilers a little later on, but we will warn everybody beforehand. Trev, what's up, man? Happy holidays to you too. Collector Zone is actually watching. That's cool. It's good to see him back. And he just came back from a huge trip. He went on a nice family vacation, so that was nice. I hope everything went well for you.
Shout out to him. Actually, I have to hit him up because he's got like the Hobgoblin statue that I've been waiting for. I just haven't got a chance to hit him up after work. I've just been so busy.
If you guys haven't seen Star Wars yet, there's a good Chinese copy. You can bootleg to watch. I watched half of it again, so I've seen it 1.5 times.
And it's pretty good copy, right?
Yeah, it's a really good copy.
Nice. And I highly recommend. That's the only way you watch this movie.
Oh god! It's gonna be the reverse.
Fired.
PJ's the new Rob Banks. Everybody. Thor's watching. Trev, CM Brock. What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he says. Thor says, "Congrats on that here."
Yeah. Oh yes. Well, I was gonna actually ask you guys, what were your pickups? How was your Christmases? Did you guys have any pickups? Anything for yourself? Anything gotten as a gift? Anything you guys just happen to take some Christmas money and go and buy in the store?
Yeah, I just took the Christmas money and went to the nearest strip club. So,
smarter man.
Yeah, old Bessie was waiting for me. She's like, "Oh, finally! I haven't seen you in a while."
Nice.
No, I really didn't pick, to be honest, my Christmas has been low key. I mean, the kids' Christmas was great, but for me, I just felt like this year I just didn't want to buy anything like for myself. Like usually my wife and I are like, "Hey, what do you want? Like, is there any statues or hot toys?" But I don't know. I was just like, "No, I don't want anything. Like, I'm not like, in the mood to like buy." I don't know. It's just I was more for the kids this year. Like I really wanted to spend more time with the kids, just like spend more money on them. I have a 14-year-old, which is crazy. Man. The more I think about that, I'm like, oh, geez, I'm old. But yeah, I mean, if anything, I just picked up a couple of Star Wars like Adidas shoes, which is
that's a pickup, dude. Shit, it's geeky. It's a pickup. That's cool.
Yeah, but usually I pick up like, man, Rob. Usually every year, like I'm like, oh, I got this new statue. Like here's my wife and my kids gave this to me, or even like a hot toy. But just this year, I just wasn't like, I don't know. Yeah,
that's true. I mean, there really wasn't. I mean, everything that came out, you probably got already that you wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just like I'm like I already have pretty much what I want. Like, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but you guys picked up anything?
Baz, what'd you get? What did you get yourself? Whatever.
I didn't really get anything. It just GameStop just fulfilled my full order of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Batman 2-packs. So Shredder.
Had all that. I thought you had those already.
No, that was coming in like installments. Like,
okay.
So I just got in the Shredder versus Ra's al Ghul in the mail.
Nice.
So that's it.
It's cool.
And then I got Aquaman like I think 2 weeks ago. Was it a week ago?
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting on Collector Zone to ship. Well, no, they already shipped it actually. I'm waiting for it to get here. It should be here tomorrow or Monday. Then I got to do the review on that. I'll be a little late on that one. Okay, so I winded up getting. This came as a free gift. I'm gonna take up the screen for a second, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
This was the free gift.
Oh, you selfish bastard, taking up all the screen. That's
right. And this is like a light up Avengers Endgame giveaway that Sideshow was doing if you ordered like over $300 worth of in stock items or something like that. It's like this is the Hot Toys 1/4 scale. You go on with that lights up. And PJ, do you have any of these?
I had that one and I gave it away in my channel.
I gotta be honest. I am not like for $100. This is not worth $100, dude.
If I have to be, that's why I gave it away. Like if I had to be absolutely honest, like I would just buy that for 50.
Yeah,
most 50.
I didn't even try lighting it up yet. There's no batteries in it, but the paint work on it is pretty good. But I mean, for $100, I expected like it to be a little heavy or like maybe the fingers to articulate or something. But I don't know. This doesn't feel like something that like you. It feels like a really high quality, like Hasbro.
Yeah,
Hasbro high quality kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm just gonna touch up on what you just said. Basically, most of their like prop replica stuff, like that I have received or reviewed, are high end quality Hasbro like products. Just because it's like, I don't know, it's cheap, it's plastic, has cool light up features, cool, but it really is not worth like $100 to $150, man. Like seriously, like I was really disappointed with the arc reactor that I got. And I reviewed that, and I was like telling people, I was like, man, like don't buy this from China. Like don't spend the $150 or $160 that they're charging to get it shipped to you. Like, I don't know, if you're lucky enough, like maybe you could find one on eBay for like used like for like $40, but I wouldn't spend anything more than that. Yeah, this is basically like a high end back scratcher or chin scratcher. Or
I'll tell you I'm gonna put it like I have very, very, very few Marvel Hot Toys. I have 3 of them, and I keep Black Widow separate from. I have Cap and Iron Man, and I'm probably gonna put this like in the background between the 2 of them, but like the 2 of them in the foreground and this in the background or something. You know, if I ever wind up picking up the Iron Man where he's snapping his fingers, you know, that's mad overpriced too. But if I ever pick that up, maybe I'll put this next to it.
I wouldn't even pick it up, man.
Nah, right? You don't think so?
No, I'm just not I'm telling you guys, like it, like I'm sure you could agree with me, Rob. Like once you get that, like cool, it's like $100, and then it looks cool. Excuse me, but when it's cool, it looks cool and all. But when you get it in, you're like, $100 for this shit? Like
no, I'm talking about the Iron Man, the Iron Man hot toy where he's snapping.
The Iron Man hot toy. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought you meant like the hot toy core scale gauntlet, the gauntlet.
For Iron Man, no. I would get the Iron Man hot toy where he's like on his knee snapping his finger, and maybe put this next to it or something. You know, it's like a little mini display.
Yeah, mayty. But I just wouldn't spend like $100. I mean, I'm glad that you got it for free, basically.
Yeah, it was free. Exactly. If I had to pay for this, forget it. I'd be like, yo, what the? I would have returned it. I would have been like, yo, I'm not.
I'd rather have the Marvel Legends glove. I think that's $100 too.
Baz, that is a great point. For $100, I'd rather have like the actual like articulating like one-to-one prop replica gauntlet. I mean, at least with that one, you could have so much fun with it. You could like, I don't know,
you could do shit with it, move it around. It makes noises and shit. Like when you go like this, like it lights up. You
could play with your kids. I brought that thing to the Infinity War movie premiere. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, my wife was embarrassed and livid that she was like, why the she was like, I can't believe you fucking brought that thing. And usually my wife doesn't curse, but she's like, I can't believe you brought that thing. I'm like, what? It's Infinity War. It's like, yeah, but do you understand how much noise it's making? Because every time you touch it, it's like, oh yeah, it's right here in the back. It's like, you know, it's like, and my wife's like, what the fuck? Like,
I had fun doing that review. A buddy of mine lent me his to do a review on from work, and that was a long time. You know, we're going back over a year ago.
Yeah.
All right, so I got this thing, but this thing came with what my wife got me for Christmas, which was, again, everybody, if you haven't been keeping up with the Facebook page, the wife got me Kier.
Oh yeah, that's a yo. I'm telling you right now.
Come on.
Their Court of the Dead statues are amazing, man. Like the quality and the paint job and just the design of it is like really, really cool.
Everybody that was like, wow, you got that. That's crazy. Like, why would you get something so like, you know, like out of this world? It's like weird and crazy and eclectic. And I'm like, fuck it. I guess, you know, I wanted it. And it was kind of like, I remember I was saying on the live show, like, I don't know. And everyone was like, I don't get it. You know, wait a little while. And then she was like, she heard me saying like on the live stream. So she's like, fuck it, I'll get it for you. You know, and she used her Sideshow points. It cost her like $80 after she used her Sideshow points. So that was a fucking win all around as far as I'm concerned. So that was
$80. Shit. That's a steal.
Exactly. You know, well, we've been banking our Sideshow points for like the last like 4 or 5 years doing all that not buying from Sideshow, doing those like they have like the Happy Halloween thing and the Sideshow gives back.
Like the spectacular and stuff.
Spectacular stuff, exactly. So I've been telling people, yo, play the long game on that, man, and then bang, there you go. You know, I got like $420 sitting in my account, not even from purchases, just from doing that shit and sitting on it. So
yeah,
it is.
Yeah, I have like $200+ worth of Sideshow points that I'm probably gonna burn on. I don't know. I'm really debating on that Obi-Wan premium format. That Sideshow Obi-Wan Kenobi premium format.
Oh, you're talking about the old Obi-Wan.
Yeah, like the
older Obi-Wan. Like
the old Obi-Wan where he's like kind of like walking and yeah, so
that's pretty cool.
What's up with that Boba Fett mythos figure?
The
statue, whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, the figure. You mean the Sideshow one, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's supposed to be released on November or December. I mean, that's when the release date was, but I don't know. I didn't hear anything or
that was originally a statue though that they're turning into a 6-scale line.
Yeah.
So, no, what is that? The extra like white robe on him. What's that about?
It's just basically like like with the mythos stuff. Like it's like a reimagining of the character. So basically, he's just kind of like walking like, I don't know, the dunes of Tatooine and like that outfit, and he just looks cool.
It's a toga, yo.
Huh? It's like a toga, yeah. It's like he's going to a toga party, you know.
Man. Yeah, but, that's pretty cool. Other than that, again, big deal for the kids, and I don't know. I didn't. Isn't that enough? Shit. What the fuck, man? Right. All right.
It's never enough.
It's never enough. As promised, I'm going to be doing 2 giveaways actually on tonight's show, and I didn't.
Ooh! All right, let me hop out. Okay, I'll see you in the chat.
I didn't advertise this at all, with the exception of the first one, for anybody. So I didn't write like, we're doing a giveaway tonight. So it's for anybody that's been coming on week after week. You get a chance to. This is for the dedicated people only. And the first giveaway, obviously, if you win the first giveaway, you can't win the second one. First giveaway, I had already said what it was. I'm going to be doing the Harley Quinn Pudding Pop statue from Cryptozoic, courtesy of them. So shout out to them. I actually spoke to Amanda today, Baz. She'll be coming back on again.
Hey, Rob, can you, really quick question, can you swap out that lollipop and put a real lollipop in?
I don't see why you wouldn't be able to.
I don't see why you would.
Yeah. No, like I just want to put it like, I don't know, in my foyer or something, and like right before work I like lick it, and then when I come back from work I lick it. There'll just be like a never ending, like, I don't know.
So you got this, and I'm giving away this with it also. It's a lithographic print set of all the Bombshells.
Oh wow. Yeah, actually, the artist of those bombshells his name is Ann Lucia.
Yes.
And oh my gosh, I met the guy in New York Comic Con, and awesome guy. I actually have some Star Wars prints that he made.
Wait, it's a dude? I thought it was a chick who drew the.
No, it's a dude. Yeah,
I guess that stands for short for Anthony. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Is he Italian?
Issue is that you have to.
I think so. Maybe he's out in Midwest, but his name's Aunt Lucia. But
Lucia,
yeah.
You'd have to pay for shipping. So if you choose to enter the contest and you want to win it, you got to pay for shipping on both of them. I can't put out for shipping anymore on the giveaways. I'm doing that way too much. So this is how the contest is going to work. The first person to answer the question in the chat that comes up on my end, okay, is going to win it. That's simple enough. I'll do it the way the Batman Statue Collector does his shit, right? So first person to answer the question correctly gets gets it, right? So
gets the
first one.
Gets it where?
Gets it in the ass.
Oh boy.
See how your mind works? Fucking pervert.
So get your Google machines ready.
I got a Google machine for you.
Okay, here's the question. Where the hell is it? Okay.
PJ makes his strippers lick the lollipop.
Yeah, all the way to the middle.
Okay. What was the first appearance in comic book form of Harley Quinn? What was the first appearance in comic book form of Harley Quinn? I'm looking for the title and the issue. In comic book form, first appearance of Harley Quinn, and you win the Cryptozoic statue.
Hurry up. Come on.
So, anyways,
get to it.
Before we get into like looking at shit and all that other stuff, obviously we know PJ. No spoilers up until for a little while. We know PJ didn't really care for the last movie. Baz, here's a question for you: do you still like the movie?
Yeah, it was entertaining.
Well, last week it was the greatest thing you've ever seen. Now it's just entertaining. Next week you'll hate it.
I have some problems with it.
Yeah, here it goes. I knew it. The night after you said
no, I still like it. I rewatched what was it, The Force Awakens again, and I fucking loved it. Mm-hmm. So my favorite of the trilogy is The Force Awakens. Easy.
I agree with you.
Then it would be this movie. But this movie does have some issues, but it's only because of the middle movie, The Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
So JJ had to like course correct. But I want to ask you guys a question. This whole thing about force healing, introducing that into the lore, doesn't that kind of like mess things up?
I mean, for me, not so much. I just feel that if you do it too much, especially in a movie, it just kind of takes away the essence of it and how hard it, like a person. I don't know. Like for me in this new movie, like I felt they were like kind of force healing, like everybody, like, a lot. It was just like, oh, you get a force heal. You get a force heal. Let's do, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like it was like.
If the Jedi could force heal, why weren't they teaching their students this? And I mean, because then you would have you could force heal fucking Qui-Gon Jinn, right?
The reason behind they actually explain that in the book that came out. The
companion book.
Companion book. They said that Rey learned that it was a lost Jedi art that Rey learned from the texts. The ancient Jedi texts. It's a light side.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Reading that.
So I guess Yoda was wrong in saying that it was okay to burn the ancient Jedi texts. Yeah. Shit, I guess it was a good thing she stole those books.
Yeah, I mean, with the force healing stuff. Okay, Rey was able to do it. Then how is Kylo all of a sudden able to? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool that Rey could do it, which I felt like I think. She should have did it once in the movie, as opposed to, oh, there's a random snake in the bottom of this pit that is actually hurt. Let me go heal it. Okay.
That I didn't like that scene because honestly, they should have just shot the shit out of that giant snake.
Yeah, I mean,
I would have turned around and gone, "Holy fuck!" and destroyed that thing.
Mike is nerdy is still watching. If you guys are going to talk spoilers, Mike, you might want to mute it for a few minutes.
Don't worry, Mike. You're not missing nothing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, last week it was mind blowing. I know.
No, it is. You know what it is?
I had fun with it.
Yeah, I think, and I'm with Baz here too, because when I first watched it, like I was having a lot of fun, and there is a lot of plot holes where you're like, you kind of overlook it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's just like one of the prequels, and you're watching it, you're like, whatever, I'm having fun, right? But for me, what really hit me all the way to the end was just like the last 15, 20 minutes of the movie just really took me out of like this whole like saga or last trilogy of the saga. It's just when, because, and I don't know if we're talking spoilers, but I'll get into it when we do, but it's just like, oh my gosh, like really, this is what it's been all about. Like, I'm like, all right, whatever. But the floor ceiling stuff, I felt it could have been like done in like more of like, hey, I really haven't did this, but let me try. Not like, oh wait, guys, don't worry, there is like a random snake who's hurt.
It's funny you guys are saying that. It's funny to hear people say that, because while I do somewhat agree with you guys, I know that if they didn't have that scene, people would have been like, later on in the movie, would have been like, how come she could just do this all of a sudden?
Well, here's the thing. It's because it's because of the middle movie that didn't really progress anything forward. If you had like a progressing story, like you wouldn't need to rush on things, and then you're not like randomly putting certain like situations conveniently to make the last movie work. Like I felt for me, like the Zori Bliss thing, like I felt like she was just like a character just to make sure that Oscar Isaac had like a love interest, somewhat of a love interest, and B, like she was carrying a random coin that could like, oh wait, oh shit, we can't escape. Like there's Kylo Ren's like Star Destroyer up there. Don't worry, I have this random coin. It will get you there. And that was like her whole purpose. But like I said, like you overlook that. You're having fun with the movie. Everything's moving pretty quickly. And I think that was on purpose, just to distract you from the overall like thing, like the plot holes like that's being thrown at you left and right. And the reason why the plot holes are there is because the second movie really didn't progress the trilogy forward. And
I didn't really mind now, the more I think about it, I don't really mind the plot holes, because as long as they're not like really bad ones, like bad, like something that you cannot just overlook, where it's like, oh my god, that's fucking egregious.
Oh well, there is one huge big plot hole, and for me, is Palpatine. That's the biggest plot hole that no one can really answer. Why the hell is he in the last movie?
I don't know. Why not?
Well, I mean, because he's just like, I think there was a meme going around that like he's been playing hide and seek since 1983, right?
Right. Yeah.
He's like the hide and seek champion. But I really felt like, and I don't know if you guys will agree with me on this one, but it's almost like Disney was like, shit, okay, we're put in a situation. What can we do to bring like a big bad guy? Hit that emergency button. Like, we need Palpatine. And this is where
I saw that video that you sent me, and I'm glad that Disney did what they did, because I don't give a fuck about the other.
No, but see, here's the thing, and this is how I'm going to defend The Last Jedi. The only time I'm going to defend The Last Jedi is that, okay, things are done. Okay, why try to go back on your words on the things that's already set up? Just go, hey, the damage is done. People are pissed off. Just move the story forward. Like, because
I don't think JJ wanted this movie was a sequel to The Force Awakens, right? It was
because Rian Johnson really didn't follow.
Right. So he was like, look, this is the story, and whether or not he was going to include the Emperor or not, it's as close to his story and his sequel that you're going to get, right? So he's kind of like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to take some elements of The Last Jedi. I'm going to expand upon them, not throw them out completely.
Very few.
Right, some. And then I'm going to re-steer the ship into what I wanted to do anyway.
And why us audience being put in this back and forth, like this tug of war between directors. Like, no, that's mine. No, that's mine. And you're like, oh shit, where is this story going? Like, I'm like, I don't know. Okay,
Right.
Rose Tico. Like, here's another thing is that like I feel like this movie, it's like they went to Reddit and they're like, okay, what are people really pissed about? They're really pissed about Rose. They're really, and they just kind of like touched. Hey man, I'm sorry.
I like what happened to her. I like that she was regulated to a background role.
Like a super background role. Like not even. I think they were saying it's like less than a minute. And I'm like,
good. Well, she overshadowed Finn in the Last Jedi.
I know, which is great, but like I just felt like, for me, it's like I felt bad for her because as an actress,
would you have preferred Rian Johnson directed this movie too, and you got your more continuation type storyline?
I mean, yeah, I would rather have a more not Rian Johnson, but just more of a continuation of the story, because damage is done. Like, just don't spend like half the movie retconning things that were done by the Last Jedi, because then it just doesn't. I don't know. There's
what did you see as a retcon?
Okay. Well, first of all, the Luke thing where she throws the lightsaber and she's like, "You do not throw the lightsaber."
Yeah, to me that doesn't come across as a retcon. To me, that's like Luke fucked up and he's admitting to fucking up. Like, I kind of like just went with that. Like, okay, Luke.
Yeah, Luke was back. He progressed.
His story arc completed.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, okay, like it would be cool, like, okay, like, okay, it for me it didn't feel like that, because he's not like, it's not like, okay, he was like there, like voices throughout the whole movie. Rey, I'm gonna help you. Hey, Rey. It's just like, boom, like, hey, don't throw this. Like,
well, it's funny. Like, if you get what you're saying with him whispering to her, it makes for a cool effect, and it'll foreshadow something later on in the movie. However, from a director's standpoint, doing what they did, you sacrifice that seed planting for the moment we got, which was, oh shit, Luke. Like, it's the whoa in the theater there. Oh,
yeah, and
back.
Yeah, because I thought, like, cause remember, like, when she was training, I thought, like, okay, well, maybe, like, Luke is kind of guiding her along with Leia to become like a better like Jedi and learn. And Luke is also like, hey, listen, and those secret ancient texts, check out this page. That's force healing. I tried it this way. It really didn't get me far, but maybe you could try it, and blah, blah, blah. Stuff like that. Like, but they couldn't do it because I felt like the second movie didn't progress them forward, and it really didn't help them by kind of going back and trying to, like, retcon a lot of things, like, and
what? So you wanted them to just continue from the Last Jedi fucking it up?
No, I mean, it's not. No, see, no, but there's a tasteful way of doing it, of just progressing the story forward, where, as opposed to, like, the first half of the movie is just like basically steering back to the right course, and that's what I felt like. I mean, because seriously, there was a lot, like the whole, like, oh, going in light speed. Oh, that's 1 in a million. Another retcon right there.
Oh, the whole dome maneuver. Yeah, that's great.
It's great. I'm with you, but I'm just giving another example of, like, oh yeah, it's like, I'm telling you, it's like they really, it really felt like, okay,
everybody complained about the last movie and demanded answers, and now you got a movie for the fans that gave you answers to practically everything.
Yeah, that's why I don't have a problem with it.
And it's like, okay, now, like where are we at?
But why is there, like, the last movie of the saga just answering those damn questions?
Well, then all you can say is, I hate The Last Jedi, and they shouldn't have been in that position in the first place.
Well, it's just showing to you that, like, Disney was like, you know what? All right, like, we'll just go with the fans, like, what they want. I'm telling you, instead of, like,
good.
Yeah, but which is great. But it's like, almost like you can't be doing that already in the last movie. You just gotta own up to your mistakes, move the story forward.
Okay, hold on.
Snoke being like a clone. Okay, all right, here we go. Like, okay.
Did you want Rey to be nobody?
I would have more. I would see. Here's the thing, and actually, Matt from, like, one of my podcasts actually mentioned this, which is actually a great tie into that nobody. The nobody, her being like a clone. You know what I'm saying? That would have been perfect. bam, you are a clone. And this is because that's what the thing is. It's like her story, like finding herself. Like, okay, cool. Who am I? Who am I? And okay, I'm a clone. Holy okay, like, but I'm not gonna stop that from.
I want to answer this and address this, but I have to get back to the chat for 1 second. Guys.
Okay.
Danny Lee was the first person to mention it. Batman Adventures number 12.
Oh, congrats, Danny.
So congrats, Danny Lee, for winning the Harley Quinn hand bust and the art prints. So, Danny Lee, you have to contact me on Facebook. With Facebook, you're in the group. You're in the Red Cup Review group. So just contact me with your information, and we'll get the ball rolling on this. Whenever you get a chance to. All right. So
congratulations! You now have a nice red hand. To place on your
congrats, Danny Lee, and he's a great guy, by the way. Great supporter of both our channels. Yeah,
he's an old school guy, so that's pretty awesome that he wanted. That's why I'm doing it this way, because I kind of want the people that have been around to.
Yeah. And
hold on. I want to say one thing about the Ray and the nobody shit. That's a big fallacy about that Jedi can't come from anywhere and aren't nobodies. The Force can and does run in families, but it also just manifests in the average everyday friggin' person also.
Mm-hmm.
The whole idea about like when Rey is told by Kylo Ren that, oh, your parents were nobody, they were just junk traders, whatever. Rey did not care, from the character's perspective, she didn't care about her parents being somebody. She just wanted them to come back.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Rian Johnson was writing this stuff not from the point of view of the character, but from looking as a creator and from the fans' expectations. So that's how stupid that is. Rey didn't care if her parents were anybody. She just wanted them to come back. So,
I agree.
Yeah,
it's
silly.
It's silly, and just to make her. Are we talking spoilers? By the way, I'm sorry.
We kind of are at this point.
Yeah. I apologize. I just got into like a rant, and like I've been in a rant like just because like I'm very passionate about Star Wars. Star Wars, out of all the franchises, over DC, over Marvel, over Thundercats, over He-Man, is like my number one Thank you.
This is an actual.
Okay, but it's like I love Star Wars. I'm
like
passionate about it. I invested was it like the first Star Wars movie? I was like 6 or 7 when I first watched it. 1986. Like my Uncle Joel like introduced me, and it was around Christmas time. He had Empire Strikes Back playing on VHS, and then I'm like, "Whoa, what's that?" And like I'm like, "Oh, cool."
Yeah, that's
so I've been invested like since 1986.
I think I saw it in '78, the re-release. I was like 4.
Yeah, so we're all invested, and I know people are like, "Oh, Disney doesn't care about you anymore." How hurtful is that to me, to Baz, to anybody that's invested?
I didn't mind it when I saw even the ending of the movie. That like you had a problem with the last part of the movie, which I don't even know what part it is. I have an idea from listening to your podcast.
Yeah, which is
plug your podcast and who the hell you are, because somebody.
Oh yeah, podcast, Sithcast podcast. If you guys like listening to Star Wars stuff and us talking about Star Wars things, check out the Sithcast. Download
That's
us.
A great name.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Baz. Download us on Spotify, Stitcher, Apple iTunes, and stuff. But for me, the last thing that first of all, that kiss out of it just was so cringy, man.
The kiss was, but I'll tell you what, though, the kiss was cringy for guys like you. I just shook my head. I didn't really give a shit. I know maybe guys like Baz, but my wife was crying and clapping, going, "Yes, finally, these two need to."
Oh man, I wish I could tape.
It's women. That was for women.
No. I'm gonna tell you that's not for women, because my wife was like, "What the." I'm telling you, there was like this. First of all, the guy next to me was with his girlfriend. Was like, "Oh, please don't," because it, like when he was like, "Please don't," and I was like,
"You didn't get the sexual tension with them from the beginning."
No. Well, first of all, that is creepy. So it's like him being a peeping Tom, going into like her mind and just like, "Oh my gosh, I'm falling in love with you." It's
Did
like,
you not like Back to the Future. That whole fucking series was based on that.
I thought their whole chemistry and attraction in The Last Jedi was ridiculous at the time, because she saw this man murder his own father in front of her.
exactly.
Okay,
like,
so, but hold on. But it makes sense now because of their Force dyad. So they're connected through the Force.
It's like a soul finding itself.
yeah,
and it's already established in The Last Jedi, so it's a plot point that has to be dealt with. If they didn't deal with it, then please, there'd be everybody.
I mean, to be honest, I really didn't see. No, because seriously, I wish I recorded like my whole theater. Everyone's like, even the one that made the most noise was like the women, because they're like, "What?" That's all I heard. What? Like, my wife was like, "Are you serious?" Like, when did it? Like, what? And then I'm telling you, I swear to God, like, my wife looked up why and how they're like in love and like all these things. And I felt like this Raylo thing was just like an internet sensation thing that just started out of nowhere. And I remember I used to be on Instagram, like I still am on Instagram, but I would see pictures of Ray and Kylo kissing all over Instagram pages and stuff like that. And I'm like, wait, is this because of people like wanting them to get together?
Yeah, dude, girls have all sorts of weird fucking sexual fantasies too, bro. Let them have their fucking day in the sun.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Where's Rob? Where's Rob Swallow? Like, where's Rob? Is he in the chat?
You know, they act like they're friggin' the more enlightened species. You know,
Baz, I'm gonna. If I ever win, like I'm on record right now. If I ever win a sideshow contest, I will post a picture with like those spandex, like in those what Kylo Ren was wearing. But yeah, it's just kind of weird. Like I don't know. It's just. All right, fine. I got over that. I got over that whole thing. I'm like, okay, cool. And then he disappears. I'm like, oh my God, the kiss of death. Oh.
Mike is nerdy says these Jedis really like to fuck. Mike is nerdy language, please.
Yeah, with your fucking language. Come on. No, but like then he disappears, and I'm like, oh really? Ugh, okay. But then like for me, the last line of this thing where she says, "I'm a Skywalker, right? I'm Rey Skywalker." First of all, in my opinion, I don't think they really need to add that. But I just felt like, in my opinion, why I think they added that is because this is a Skywalker saga, and I think that they needed, because she is the main character of this whole trilogy. I mean, would you guys agree? She's the main character.
She's the hero.
She's the hero. But then to have her as a Palpatine, like, you know,
I thought that was great because here your boy George Lucas talks about shit rhyming, right? It's like you perverted the Force, you stole Anakin, right? You corrupted the chosen one, and now your lineage thumbs its nose at you by becoming what you hate the most and what blew up in your face. It's like the Emperor had his 40-year experiment and it blew up in his face by having his lineage that was supposed to take the throne and become the mistress of evil say, fuck you, no, I'm going to be a Skywalker. And it's like, that's the biggest, like as big as him catching the lightsaber and saying, you're supposed to show respect for a Jedi's weapon and doing this to Rian Johnson. That was the movie.
Oh, see, now you're agreeing that's a retcon. Oh, see, but I'm just saying.
The movie doing this to Palpatine. That was like the in that world kind of.
Yeah, which I mean, I could see your point. I definitely,
what's the worst thing? What's throughout time, right? These movies take a lot of things from antiquity and from like samurai movies and fucking ancient Greek tragedy and all that bullshit. Our ancestors, their whole fucking obsession was their lineage and what their name was going to be. What was their, like, my name will last 1,000 years and I'll build these pyramids with my name on them and Ramesses to this one or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like Palpatine now, Emperor Palpatine, his lineage becomes a light side Skywalker, which is a big fuck you, bro. You don't have a lineage anymore.
So, okay, which is fine. All right. I mean, you definitely see the ending that way. But see, here's the way I see it is that from day one, now you're going to rewatch the trilogy again. You're going to know that she's a Palpatine. And the main bad guy throughout this whole trilogy, because he was pulling strings, is Palpatine. So this is all about the Palpatines. This whole trilogy is all about the Palpatines. It's not.
I want to see a show called The Palpatines.
The Palpatines,
like a family
you know what,
sitcom.
though? Okay, fine. Like, you know, I understand.
Everywhere you look,
everywhere. And it's like good. Do it. But like for me, yeah. See. Yeah, it's all about the Palpatines. That should be like a hashtag. It's all about the Palpatines.
Mace Windu stops by.
Yeah, it's all about.
It's all about the Benjamins. It's all about the Palpatines. It's all about the Palpatines, baby. But and for like, yeah, and it's just like, first of all, her parents weren't that bad. They're good people. They're good people. They loved her to say, hey, listen, you know, I want to protect our kid, you know. But then
her mother was dressed like Mary, mother of God. She was wearing the blue veil. She looked like Mary.
Yeah. So, well, she was actually kind of cute too. But anyway, like, I'm just like,
she was a ginger, I think.
Oh, okay. But like,
as Thor would say, lick every hole.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. Vader's falling here.
Palpatine was always the biggest bad guy. Vader was the fallen hero, redemption, resurrection. Skywalker changed a Palpatine to kill him again. It's interesting.
Yeah, and I also like the way they killed him too. I like the way he went out. I thought it was appropriate. I like the choice that she was given. The whole, you know, I like the idea that you have to, if you slay me down in anger, you become. It led more credence and gave more weight to the whole. When I would always watch the Return of the Jedi, I would think, why doesn't Luke just whack the Emperor? And it's like, well, if you slay me in anger, you'll become me. Basically, you'll take your place, like on the throne and all that bullshit. And I was always like, just fucking whack this guy and call it a day. But this movie lent more credence to that, in that they gave you an idea of, if you do strike down this ultimate dark side character with anger, you almost become possessed by that anger. Like, you know, I guess like the souls are all the Sith, take you over, however the fuck it works. Like,
yeah, but then no one's gonna fight the Sith anymore if they ever uprise. Like, hey, if I strike the Sith down,
I think it was just I think it's because the Emperor found a way to like live forever, like that whole you know, cheat death bullshit.
Which is basically just a line, because you really don't know. I mean, for me, he fell down a fucking shaft and exploded.
We didn't see what happened to him. Well, you don't know. Like, your buddy Matt was like, you don't even know what's underneath that. It could have just been his fucking like regenerated from a couple of cells. They could have found a husk and started fucking pumping your baby Yoda midichlorians into him or some bullshit.
I like that, midichlorians.
We'll see. Look, they're probably going to take some ideas from Dark Empire. You know, where the Empire comes back and Luke has to fight him in that comic.
Yeah.
This isn't Goodfellas, Rob. It's all Goodfellas, but it should be.
Yeah.
Look, they brought back the Empire in the comic. I mean, the Empire. What's his name? The Emperor in the comimes.
Yeah, but I don't think he was really like the ultimate bad guy. Which actually I was, because there's, you know, Matt Smith, the actor, and I sent you that video, and I'll send that to you too, Bass. I don't know if I did, but you know, this whole mystery about Matt Smith being like casted in this secret role, and then to find out like he's not even in the movie.
Yeah.
And you know,
I heard that originally Matt Smith was supposed to be the son from Mortis.
Yeah, the son of Mortis. And I think Disney rejected that because they were like, well, no one's gonna understand the Mortis.
Yeah, right. Yes, and these movies are not.
And that's where the Sith dagger comes from.
Sith dagger, and then first of all, the Wayfinder is a holocron, a Sith fucking holocron. Stop calling it a fucking Wayfinder. God.
These movies, unfortunately, guys, are not made for us. You just are there to enjoy them. Because
with that Last Jedi mentality.
Yeah.
They're not.
Okay. First of all, First of all, we're not
Brian
fucking
Johnson
old
acolyte.
fogies. We're not gonna fucking die in like 5 years. Like it's like we're
dude,
not.
I'm still alive. I'm still buying shit.
Yeah.
Put yourselves in a general audience. Put yourselves in your spouse's shoes.
Exactly. I am because you know what? Who does it perfect?
Where did he come from? What the fuck?
Who does it perfect?
Who does it perfect? Mandalorian.
Thank you. Perfect fucking example. Exactly. Because Mandalorian,
everyone loves the Mandalorian.
Every fucking body.
The Mandalorian isn't dealing with fucking 40 years of lore to have to wrap up either.
It's part of the lore.
Yeah, but they're not dealing with
it is a part of the lore
and all that. They don't like anybody could come onto the Mandalorian and watch it because it has no connection to anything. Nothing.
It does. It's like connecting.
What are you talking about, man?
Name one character.
It's right after Return of the Jedi.
Okay, so name a character in the Mandalorian that has anything to do with the prequels or the regular series. Any character. There's not
yet.
Right.
Not yet. We're going to.
So far, there isn't one. So anybody, my grandfather, who's never watched a Star Wars movie, can watch The Mandalorian and enjoy it. So you can't. These movies are made for people to just. You got to understand. Disney is thinking in terms of we have to please people like us.
I don't got to understand Disney. Well, then I don't got to understand anybody.
Then, because the movie's still making billions of dollars, and everybody is going nuts thinking that this.
Bow to the corporate Disney overlords, Rob.
That's fine. That's fine.
No, but see, the thing is, okay, I get it, but the thing is, it's like, okay, can you imagine, like, okay, for example, like Marvel, okay, they have 10 years of all these things, like, of everything that's setting up, right? Same with like Star Wars. It's 42 years of, or even before that, let's say 30 years of stuff being set up, right?
Right.
Now imagine like watching like all this like individual Marvel movies, and they're like all leading up to Infinity War, right? And then like next you know, Disney's like, you know what? We gotta really make this to like more of a major audience. We want to capture like this Infinity Wars like movie can be a standalone movie where your average Joe can come in and not know who Spider-Man is, and
you're looking at it through. I think we're having a disconnect here, guys. Is that what Marvel's doing? Is that they're doing over the course of 10 years, which is a lot shorter than 40, and Disney's trying to say we need new Star Wars fans. We need new little kids to get on board with this.
And
can I tell you, I have 3 little kids.
And you don't need to alienate the older fans, though.
Yeah.
That's the idea. Is that we're telling you the Mandalorian is able to capture all these different generations. What they should have done, so is Marvel.
So what we're saying is
exactly. So is Marvel.
So then what they should have done with this new trilogy is not do episodes 7, 8, and 9 and just made a new trilogy completely separate from Luke and all those characters.
I agree. I've been saying this from day one. It's like, but the thing is, here's one thing with Disney is that they are greedy. They are greedy.
Well, why wouldn't you? If you're the fucking Bob Iger, you're gonna not look and go, well, we have Carrie Fisher and fucking and Luke Skywalker and Han Solo. They're all still alive. Harrison Ford's still here. Put him in the fucking movie.
Yeah, but then don't go like, okay, well, let's instead of like, okay, let's put them in the movie and have like a plan. Not like, you know what, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna. We're
disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with you guys with that. When it comes to them planning these movies out, there was none.
Yeah, and that's what our thing is that. I don't know. I just felt like, especially for the Skywalker saga, like 42 years in the making, this is the ending. Like, I don't know. It's just like, oh man, like
they want their cake and eat. Hold on, they want their cake and eat it too. They want to draw in all the older fans with the old crew, Han, Leia, Luke, right? Then once they get you in, they give you this message like, oh, kill the past and all the stuff, and they are what we grow beyond. Basically telling those same fans, oh, we don't want you anymore. We want this new group of fans here. But they already brought us in. They're trying to attract us with the older group.
You feel you got trannied.
Yeah.
You got what?
You got trannied, bro.
Trannied.
You were at the bar.
Switch. Oh, yeah. Trap. It's a trap.
You went home with
it's a trap.
You've been
No,
trapped.
but and here's the thing is that like I'm trying to like go back to like when I first started watching Star Wars. What brought me in is that like my uncle who's enthusiastic about Star Wars, and like I'm watching it and I'm sitting next to him and he's explaining to me, hey, this is Darth Vader, this. And that's what the interaction that I'm getting with the Mandalorian when I'm talking to my kids. Hey, that's blah blah blah. That's this and this. Those dudes and that. And like I don't get that with this new trilogy movies. Like I'm telling you, I swear to God, I did so much research just because I want to feel better about this, not liking this this trilogy. Like I want to like it. Then I'm asking my son, who's 14 years old, right? He's in middle school. I'm like, hey, does any of your friends like Star Wars? Like, are they any of your friends or classmates excited about the new movie? And he says, Dad, no. I was like, why? He goes, well, we just don't really like the Star Wars movies. And I was like, okay, what do you guys like that? He's like, Marvel. Okay, like they like love Marvel. My son was making sure we got first day tickets or like opening day tickets to watch the Endgame and Infinity War.
Right.
And I'm like, why? Why is that? Because I want to know. I want to understand. Like, is Disney doing their job? Like they're saying, okay, forget about us. But are they really doing their job capturing the young audience?
I you know what? I guess this is all just subjective.
They're not.
We're
They're not.
unfortunately in a position where you have your kids in your sample, right? Your sample size, your kids and their classmates, and I have my sample size, my kids and their classmates, because we don't go around fucking talking to kids and shit, right? So Grayson's favorite. Now, maybe this is not my like. For instance, Zoe's favorite Star Wars character is she likes Han Solo and she likes Leia. Grayson's favorite character is Rey. And he's like these new movies. He goes, Grayson likes the new Han Solo more than he likes Harrison Ford. And I'm like, wow, really? And he's like, yeah, he's just cooler. He's younger. He's more hip. He's not like grumpy. And I'm like, okay. He's like, so I kind of liked him more in that movie.
Now, I was going to say, is like Marvel like the number one or number two, or is Star Wars number one, number two, like for Grayson?
It's the Star Wars house through and through. It's like Star Wars is number one, and then I guess Marvel. No, actually, it's DC, but not the DC movies. It's like Marvel's number one. But like when the new Marvel movie comes out, like I can't get my son to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp. He don't give a shit. He don't care about Captain Marvel. He's like, I'm like, you want to go back and watch all the movies, to 22 movies leading up to Endgame? He's like, no, I really don't care. Like I'll watch if it's on whatever. Like, you know, and
because
it's on when it's on TNT, it's on all the fucking time.
Yeah, because okay, all right. So that's my like one age group, right? Like my son and his classmates and whatever. Then I see my second one who's 8, and I'm like, hey, you met all my kids, like, and I'm like, hey, do you like? No, I don't like Star Wars. I like Mandalorian. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. How about this?
But have they sat and watched the older movies or the prequels?
Yes, trust me. Dave sat through. Okay, here's the thing. I didn't do 4, 5, and 6. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The reason why is that when I put in 4, they were like, oh my gosh, look at they were starting to talk about the graphics and all, it's a little outdated and things like that. So I was like, you know what? Let me try 1, 2, 3. It was hard to get through one, hard to get to 2, but by the third one, like the most revealing factor for them, how like we had like Luke's Darth Vader being Luke's father,
right?
For my kids, what they really were shocked was when Anakin turned.
Right. Okay.
he did Cats the movie. Yes. I like Cats the movie, not my kids. No, I'm just kidding. But for them was when Anakin hit Mace Windu and chopped off his arm. That's when my kids were like, "Oh, like what the fuck happened?" Like,
right. Right.
So, yeah, no, they really like the old movies, more so of the original trilogy than the prequels. And third being their favorite prequel, the Revenge of the Sith. But then when I started The Force Awakens, they're just like,
That's weird because that movie is such a fucking high action adventure movie too. That movie's like high on. Look over here. Okay, now look over here. Oh, well, now this is going on. So it's like for attention.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, like they were. Don't get me wrong, they were like but it was just like they didn't want to go past that. They were just like, all right. I was like, let's watch The Last Jedi. They were like,
let's watch.
Yeah, and like my third one, don't get me wrong, my third one likes Kylo Ren. That's just like he thinks like but he actually does. I asked him, was like, who will beat? Do you think who will win in a fight? I was like, Kylo Ren or Darth Vader? He's like, Darth Vader. I was like, yes. Well, the Force is strong with you, my son.
Of course, Darth Vader would beat. Darth Vader would beat the shit. Darth Vader would fucking pretty much beat anybody practically. You know, at all the old.
Oh, they like Rogue One. They really like Rogue One.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean,
did we like?
I'm sorry.
Did we like? I think we're going too long with the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to wrap it up and move on to the next thing.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Next thing, you have something to say, Baz? I'll keep it moving to the collectibles.
All right. I like the movie. I still like it. Has some problems. Maybe I give it, I don't know, 7 or 8 out of 10.
Cool.
What about you, Rob?
I gave it an 8.
Yeah.
And I initially I gave it, and coming out of the theater, I was like, oh, it's like a fucking 9. The only problem was the pacing. And I sat back and thought about it because I only seen it once, and I was like, nah, you know what? It's like a 7.5 or an 8. It's like right around there. I like it as much as I like Return of the Jedi and shit like that. I kind of put it like in that soup of like really good, just not great Star Wars. You know.
Right.
Yeah, I give it a 6.6 out of 10.
So as opposed to 6.5.
Yeah, well, order 66. Kill it. No, but like, don't get me wrong. It's a very enjoyable movie. I'm not like completely hating on it. It's just like the last like 20 minutes. Again, like I wish that there was more cohesive story, and I think that's all. As Star Wars fans, that's all we want. At the end of the day, I hope that moving forward, not only do we move on from the Skywalker saga, because I think at this point, like a lot of people are just, a lot of people are just tired of arguing with each other. Like I'm you know what I'm saying? Like I just want the
Kevin Feige, right? Isn't he taking over? Like, isn't this like a fucking new generation now we're gonna get?
I heard he's gonna take over. Maybe Jon Favreau might do the live action stuff. Who knows? I just hope that the next person that does step in, and including like the CEO, I heard Bob Iger's he's done by 2020.
Right.
Yeah. So I just hope that the next group of executives that come in just doesn't say, "Hey, fuck you, old fans. We are gonna move on from that."
Right.
No, we're still alive. We're alive and kicking. We're going to be around for the next 20, 30 years. So,
check it out. My girlfriend told me that after I saw The Last Jedi the first time, I was telling her, yeah, Star Wars, just, it ain't for me anymore. Like, I was literally, like, brainwashed into thinking that. I was, like, saying shit. Like, I was like, yeah, it's just not for me anymore. It's for the next generation. Yeah. So, that movie, it's subliminal. It does a fucking mind fuck on you. It has a subliminal message, like, to older fans. So, fuck that movie. Mandalorian.
I was gonna. Just really quick,
the fucking latest episode of The Mandalorian, guys.
Oh, you fucking suck.
When the fuck do you guys have more time to watch it? Is what I want to know.
I wake up an hour early just to watch it before I go to work. Come on, fuck sleep. No, but just real quick, I just want to before we move on. I do want to. I just want to say to you guys is that. Even though like there's differences in our opinions and stuff, like this was a lot of fun and very therapeutic. I really hope that at some point the fandom comes back to where like the Mandalorian fandom where everyone's just like you said kumbaya kind of thing.
It's hook, line, and sinker, but I think that this movie did a lot of good. Like I'm listening to your fucking podcast and everyone's like, yo, it was good, liked it. Like everyone's liked it. Fucking Thor liked it.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, it's funny because I think in a podcast, I think because we really didn't have a lot of time, and I was talking to one of my co-hosts too. It's just like I think we were holding back, and I think a couple listeners reached out to me and were like, "Hey, man, you guys were holding back." Like it's and I was like, "Yeah, you're right. I think we were." But at the same time, it's like exhausting when you get into the discussion about things, And I really, because I've been following. I'm telling you, I did so much research. So I went to Metacritic, and Metacritic was like the users, it's at 50%. It's split half in between like the people who loved it and people who disliked it. Right. I mean, loved it and disliked it. So I just really hope that we come to a point where we're all like together and excited about Star Wars like we are for the Mandalorian. Because Mandalorian, I mean, I think we could all agree in this panel is that like we love this show, right?
Oh yeah, no, totally. It's the Rise of Skywalker to me checked off all my prerequisite Star Wars boxes. Was it fun? Did it keep me engaged? Was it funny? Genuinely funny, not trying to be funny. Was the acting good? The acting was fucking awesome. That girl Daisy Ridley's got a nice future ahead of her if she can get into some like independent shit because she's excellent. We know Adam Driver is fucking excellent in everything he's in. So the music was very well done in this movie. The music was excellent. So it was like I feel as though it achieved passing grades in all these things. It was good. Whereas like in the prequel, it might have had like a good story but bad acting. It might have had good lightsaber battles at points, but the dialogue sucked. It was like, all right, in my mind, I'm like, we're at 50%, and I could find other problems with those movies too. I mean, and the characters were good invention of characters, nice, great character designs. So, whereas this movie was to me was great character designs, convincing acting, good music, cinematography was not as good as The Last Jedi, but was still on point, and I was entertained. I didn't find myself groaning or rolling my eyes. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Cool throwback moments like, oh shit, look, Wedge is back. The fucking whole fleet returned. This is awesome. The fucking Rebels was there. Fucking Hera was driving the fucking ship and shit, like in my own little head. So I was in it, hook, line, and sinker. I'm just there to enjoy the ride. I don't care about whether or not they're giving me what I want to see. I'm there to see what they wrote, just executed well. So whatever. Speaking of moving on, I can't talk about the Mando. You guys can thumbs down on that. I did not see it. Grayson said he doesn't want to even see it until tomorrow. He was like, whatever, we'll just watch it tomorrow. Because that's what
so fucking dope. It is amazing.
I'm sure it is.
It's so good. My god.
Yes, you have to agree with me on this one that Jon Favreau needs to run Lucasfilms.
Oh, of course.
He needs to run perfect. Because he just knows. He just effing knows. He knows the formula. He does. I think
that's all we want to see, man. Cool shit.
It.
Listen, you're not getting any arguments from me. I think The Mandalorian's fucking awesome.
You're gonna love the last episode, man. And we're not trying to hype it up for you. But yeah, the last episode of The Mandalorian is, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna be really, really blunt about this. Mandalorians is going to sell a ton more merch than The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and
easy.
Yeah,
no, it is.
They're not even
the water.
No, they're not even putting out like they're putting out select figures from this movie. Like you only see like so far what they put out, Rey and Kylo, and you can't even find them.
And Dio, which it's still in stock everywhere. The little Dio droid.
Man, fucking, you're getting Baby Yoda, bro, is going to be the highest selling thing next Christmas.
Oh yeah, I read somewhere that in the Disney parks they had like some Baby Yoda merch. They were saying that the employees couldn't keep up stocking all the Baby Yoda merch that it was like they had in stock. They were like, they will put it out, they turn around, it's gone. I'm like, they're like, what the? I'm telling you, Jon Favreau, from a marketing standpoint, from a merch standpoint, from just like a fan standpoint, he needs to run Lucasfilm as soon as possible because he knows how to unite the fandom. He knows what we all want, not only as fans, but for the casual fans, for like my mom, my dad, like everything.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad loves this show just because it has like that Western feel.
Yeah,
it reminds them of like Clint Eastwood back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. I think that
the video game is another great franchise that's going to grow also. The Fallen Order.
Oh yeah, that was that.
Cal
got
Kestis
that for Christmas. We're probably gonna start that up soon.
Oh, you're gonna love
great.
that. Yeah, it's great. But I think the next time we're gonna get the Mandalorian is next year, fall next year. So
yeah, fall 2020.
I can't wait. It's just now it sucks because all right, so we're gonna get not Rebels, Clone Wars on February, right?
Yeah.
But then after that, there's like this like no content on Disney Plus, right? Like from February all the way to like the fall, there's no Marvel shows, there's no Star Wars shows.
They haven't even started shooting. Oh no, wait a second. The Winter Soldier and Falcon, didn't that come out?
That's the fall of next year.
That's also the fall of next year. Oh
Yeah.
my god. No. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they should have came out like maybe Disney Plus should have waited till like next year to come out or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the summer they start filming Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Oh, which is, by the way, Deborah Chow is the director. Oh, shit. That series is in great hands because Deborah Chow directed the last one, The Reckoning.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you,
both of her episodes are 2 for 2.
Oh, she's great, and she needs to direct more Star Wars stuff too.
Danny Lee, do you think they might bring back Liam Neeson for Obi-Wan show as a Force ghost or voice? Yeah, but perhaps.
I think more of like a Force voice, like more of like a voice, because I don't know if I don't know if he'll come back, but it'll be nice to see him as a Force voice or ghost maybe.
That's fine. That's fine.
Did you guys watch that fan fiction film? The Kenobi one? I'll send that link to you, Rob. You should check it out. It's really done well for a fan film.
Right.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the Darth Vader one, even though I thought it was a little like, whatever, when he's in the back of the tank dreaming and all that bullshit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That one was done pretty good. We were talking about that last year pretty much, like right around this time.
Yeah, I'll send you the link to the Kenobi one. That one's good.
Okay, guys. I want to take a look at some collectibles real quick. We don't have very many to look at. So,
okay.
Cool. Share.
Great chat, by the way, guys. Seriously, Rob, Baz, it's always nice talking Star Wars with you guys. I love the fact that it's more like tame. Like it's not toxic at all. It's just like 3 people that love Star Wars having a discussion.
Yeah,
so
even when we go at each other, it's not.
It's fun. It's just
All right, so Sideshow's doing their 12 Days of Sideshow. This was their first release, the Doctor Strange. Maquette. I don't even know what the hell that is, but take a look, Baz, 1/4 scale. Doctor Strange. He's coming out of a portal. This is like, I don't know, with the exception of like all this fucking swirly shit around him they put with the Photoshop. This is pretty much what it looks like, so it's actually pretty dope. I don't know, PJ, I know you don't do Marvel or any of that, but what do you think?
I used to do Marvel, but right now, like, my concentration is Star Wars and X-Men. But this is sculpted by the Kuchar brothers, and man,
it's nice.
It's beautiful. And the fact is that I don't think Sideshow has released a Doctor Strange statue.
Right.
And this might be the first one. And whoever is really interested in this piece, definitely try to pick it up. It's beautiful. And hey, I don't know if you guys noticed, but usually when they do like 12 Days of Sideshow, they do like a teaser or like a reveal. They're actually doing the videos and of like the actual statue. So
you're actually seeing it. You're not just seeing some bullshit like picture mock-up.
Yeah.
Or like this name, like coming soon, this name of something.
And it's crazy because I just can't imagine, like, because this year was Sideshow's year, without a doubt. They pumped out these statues like freaking like crazy, man. And they pumped out quality statues. And I think next year is going to be their year again. I mean, they're already killing it with this announcement, man. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
I like it too. I like the way it looks. I'm not a Marvel guy. It's not going in. Well, I mean, I like Marvel, but I don't need a Doctor Strange thing. But if I was a Doctor Strange fan or a Marvel fan, this is I would totally be all over this because it's.
Rob Swallow just got here, by the way.
Hey, Rob.
You missed a good chat, Rob. Go back and watch it.
What up, Rob?
Baz, I know you're not a statue guy, but what do you think of the space sculpt, shit like that? Anything you want to add?
Oh, it's nice. It's nice.
Okay.
How much is it? 500 look at beans.
It's probably gonna be
over 500. That seems like 600 at least.
670, 650
around there. That's crazy. All right,
Yeah,
this was today's reveal. The Harley Quinn premium format.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
It's their best Harley. Hamana.
I tell you what, I have on wheels, right? Because she's on like roller skates on like this disco looking base.
Yeah, this is the rebirth style Harley Quinn, right?
I think the face sculpt. The problem that I have with this statue is that I love everything about it except for the pose.
What?
I don't like the head over the shoulder pose because I want to see the character's like head. Like I don't want to have to maneuver the character away from me to see like her front. Like I want to see her chest, her bare stomach.
Right. Yeah.
So, like I want to see. I don't want to just see her backside, and her ass is kind of half covered anyway. So like the head over the it's seductive looking. The head sculpt is great, but I just don't like that over the shoulder look. It's the same problem with the Catwoman, the first Catwoman premium format, where she's kind of like has her back turned, and I'm like I want to see the character, not like the back of the character. I don't know. It's just like a mental thing.
Right.
I like it.
You have a point.
It's good though, but for what it is though, it does look great. I saw somebody in a chat say that she looked fat. They're like, why is Harley Quinn fat all of a sudden? I was like, yo, dude, she's like 10 pounds away from being anorexic. I don't know.
Yeah, she's kind of she's like a nice.
Because her neck is kind of like
pounds here. Like this is ridiculous.
No, she's not fat.
It's because her neck, because of the pose, because
from that angle. Yeah, from that angle. But when you flip her around, she looks great.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's nice. It's nice. Again, don't need a Harley.
Can you see the front of her?
I don't have the video to rotate it to the. I don't know if you guys can bring it up. I don't have that ability at the moment. However, there was
I love Harley Quinn, bro. I know some people think she's getting played out, but I think she's a great character.
Yeah,
I am over the moon for this.
Yeah, this is my goodness.
This reveal.
Rob? Does it speak to you?
Oh, it speaks to me. This is speaking.
This statue speaks to you.
This statue speaks to me. I'll tell you what. I think it's. I'm in love with this. My only problem with this is that I have a feeling it's going to be a leaning nightmare.
No, it's not.
You don't think so?
No. They really perfected the way these poses are coming out.
I'm hearing. Didn't the Wolverine statue have problems?
Yeah, because I think the people that actually had it were in like the most humid climate ever. I have the Wolverine statue, and it's fine.
It's fine, right? Well,
yeah.
We hope for this because the only thing I could say is that I have to like call out the things I don't like about it because I'm pretty much in love with this thing top to bottom. I think the base is kind of lacking a little bit. I love the splash effect. Like he's walking through the puddle and there's like a splash effect.
That's a nice clear resin.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
The fact that he's just like running around bricks though on like regular concrete to me seems kind of like lacking. And because the base is so small, I feel as though it's going to be a lot shorter than most premium formats.
Yeah, which is fine.
The Batman that I have the new Batman is like 23 inches tall and he's on that big diesel base, right? With the gravestones and all that. So, and they're charging 600 for it. If they're going to turn around and try to charge 600 for this, and it's like 18 inches tall or 16 inches tall, then that's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're trying to charge me the same price for like a 2/3 of the product that the other one has. Like that's like where my mind is kind of mentally. Like maybe they should have been like instead of maybe like a foreground, maybe like a little bit more of a background with like maybe the bottom half of like a phone booth or something, just something to beef it up a little bit more. Other than that, I see somebody comment that they should have put underwear. I'm seeing a lot of people put puke faces up and saying that this thing looks hideous. I think they're out of their goddamn minds.
No,
what? How does it look fucking hideous? That's like the most classic Superman you could get.
Yeah, exactly.
So one guy was like, "Oh, his face isn't determined enough. I don't like the smirk." To me, the smirk sells it. I love it.
What?
I love.
Oh, come on, man!
Turn to truth, justice, and the American way when I look at this. And he has a switch out head. The switch out head is actually more of a determined, straight up Superman face. So it's like Superman's head without. It's like basically this with a little bit more of a determined look without the glasses and the fedora.
With that this is like a classic, almost like Alex Ross kind of Superman face sculpt.
Yeah,
he looks perfect with the smirk. I mean, I show the other head. I don't think he looks right as angry Superman in this kind of look. Like the angry Superman goes more with like say a Jim Lee kind of like model.
Here is
just say it.
The other head. Is it up on you guys?
Yeah.
No, it's not up on you guys. Hold on, I'll get it. I'll bring it up.
Right.
Okay, keep talking.
You hear what I'm saying? Like this, the smile definitely goes with this kind of look.
No, it does. It's just I don't know.
Everyone has different opinions.
Well, yeah. It's that's fine, but I don't see what they're saying. It's a beautiful statue.
Yeah,
it's effing beautiful. Come on, guys.
And here,
if you don't like that head, put this one.
That looks more like whiskey drinking Superman than anything. from Superman 3.
It looks like a mixture between Christopher Reeve and Alex Ross, kind of like an off. Yeah. I dig it, man. I'm fucking hook, line, and sinker on this thing. I'm hoping it's like $550 or less.
Oh, you getting it?
If it's around that price, dude, I might cash in my Sideshow points, the $400 I've sitting in there, and pick this up for $150 because it's just like I just really like that, like the turning in the classic. I'm here to save the day. I'm a classic guy. I like that.
Yeah, John Williams, man, he's a fucking genius, man.
Genius.
Yeah, he did Jurassic Park.
Other things that they showed the head sculpt for the what do you think of the new head sculpt for the Spider-Man? Are you
for the Hot Toys?
Yeah, thumbs up or thumbs down on the head sculpt. A lot of people like, it's horrible.
It's okay. It's good.
I don't know.
It's okay. I mean, they had to change it because if they pumped out the same head sculpt, people are like, "What the fuck is just a resculpt of the old one?" And then you're like, "Oh well." I like they were trying different ideas for this new head sculpt. And hey, if you don't like it, just put back the MS head sculpt.
Thor says, "Fulfill your destiny."
Yeah, you know what's funny about this? Thor is supposed to be getting ready for his fucking show, and I noticed he's been quiet for like the last half hour. And then as soon as we start talking, Rob says something about a statue. It's like a fucking thing goes off in his head. Ding! All right, I got to type.
Yo, Thor, you got to make that lick every hole T-shirt, man. That's your catchphrase now.
Yeah.
Yo, there's more. There's some Mafex figures that was shown recently. Batman, Dark Knight Triumphant, and Spider-Man from Endgame, where he comes with like the friggin' the glove, and he comes with the red eyes, where it's like kill mode.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have that? Because I don't know.
It's not on the Sideshow.
Which one? The Hot Toy?
No, you're talking about the Mafex figures.
Mafex, yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure.
Whatever.
I'll check it out.
Let's see. They have the new Batman art print that I'm not really crazy about. Again, I'm like really super picky with that type of shit.
Yeah.
You got okay. So now these guys, is this Iron Studios, dude?
No, that's Kotobukiya.
Kotobukiya. Okay. Well, I know the Kyle Ren is the Anakin also.
Yeah, the Anakin also.
Yeah. Because he comes in right at that price point as some of the other ones.
Yeah, he's a little bit more expensive than the other ones. I wonder why. So, well, then again, everything's getting more expensive, which is crazy.
Yeah, but I love the way fucking people say that shit too. Like, everything goes up in price. It's such a load of horse shit that the way these things go up in price. Now, 130 as opposed to 120 is fine. Mm-hmm. But I can't stand it when people try to defend like things going up in price and saying shit like but it goes up in price, and it's like, yeah, not 11% a year, not 15% a year. The rate of inflation is 3%. Let's try to be fucking realistic here. Screen sharing off Baz. There you go, Baz. You're in charge.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay. He's doing his little football, hand off the glove thing.
Yeah, this is the Mafex.
So that was great.
Comes with 3 different heads too. So you got the kill mode right there with the red.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's the glove.
It's a better looking glove than this fucking thing.
Oh, I want to show you the Batman also.
Hey, can I ask you guys something? Have you noticed that Hot Toys hasn't been pumping out figures recently? I think the last release was the Superman, right? And then before that, they didn't was the Best in Leia.
Hot Toys releases.
Yeah.
Well, it's about time that fucking Superman came out. I had that shit on pre-order for 2 years, man. Like, it's ridiculous. And it was supposed to come out like last year or some shit. So that's fine. It's like at the point now, like, I'm not going to cancel my pre-order. I'm getting it through one of my sponsors, and then as soon as it comes in, I'm reviewing it and selling it.
Who's your sponsor? I want to know names. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Check out this head sculpt, bro.
Actually, that looks great. Wow.
Yeah, no, he looks good. The last few Mafex Dark Knight figures have been fucking really awesome looking.
There you go.
Wow.
Good fucking head sculpt, man.
That's nice.
Really.
Are you getting this, Baz?
Yeah, I might have to. Yeah. I got a statue that I ordered that looks just like this what you call it. It's like a cover to, I think, Dark Knight 4 or whatever. This cover.
The statue.
Yeah. Yeah, there's an actual statue of this, and it was sent to the wrong address and then sent back to friggin' Sideshow.
What?
I was so pissed off. Yeah, I had the wrong address written down.
Sending it back to you, or are you getting a refund on it?
I'm getting a refund. So.
All right.
But I still had to pay for shipping.
How do you have to pay for shipping?
I had to pay for shipping. They shipped it out to the wrong address.
They shipped it out to the wrong.
Yeah.
Not you. You didn't ship
Yeah, I still had to pay for shipping. And then they sent it back. They sent it back to Sideshow, but they refunded my money. But
did you type the wrong fucking address in?
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah.
You really don't. Well, you don't want me knowing where you live. You don't want the people where you actually buy shit from to know where you live. Oh man.
But yeah, so yeah, I might get this. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, it's dope, man. I like it. Shit. Well, yeah. So fucking. I think that Hot Toys. I don't know, man. I think Hot Toys need to. I'm hoping, at least maybe with the 12 Days of Sideshow, I kind of want to see them do a couple more 6-scale figures, like maybe a return to like their classics line, that the classic 6-scale movie moment bullshit that they were doing, like with the Big Trouble Little China and the Escape from New York and the Beetlejuice. I kind of want to see something along those lines. I doubt I'm going to. And I want to see Sideshow start tackling Hot Toys start tackling some shit that's not flavor of the month. I guess that's what we got Blitzway for.
Yeah.
Oh. Can you even say that?
What, that Sideshow does flavor of the month? I don't give a fuck if I could say it.
Blitzway.
Oh yeah, Blitzway. But Blitzway, they sell Blitzway shit on Sideshow site.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. I just can't do the. We don't discuss the knockoffs here. That's all.
Yeah.
So whatever, man. It is what it is.
I hope that's well. Actually, I don't know if you saw it. I don't think you touched on it, Rob. But they're releasing the what's that called? The Lando skiff outfit.
Are they releasing it finally? I've been like,
yeah, look it up. Yeah, I don't know if you could look it up, but it's on their website now.
Lando
Lex.
This may come as a surprise. I just typed in Lando onto their site and nothing with Lando came up.
Look under their blog. Usually they have it in their blog.
By the way, you know what sucks about the movie? Going back to Rise of Skywalker. You brought up Lando, okay? They took out the subplot of Lando and his daughter, which is supposed to be that girl Jana.
Yeah.
That teams up with Finn. And a lot of people were confused at the end where he goes, "Oh, let's find your parents." They thought he was hitting on her.
I thought so too, because he had that creepy look. I'm like, what the fuck? This is kind of weird.
People are like, "Yeah, Lando still has it." I'm like, "Oh man, that's his daughter."
Yeah.
Or is it? Yeah.
Or is it? I heard they're gonna.
He didn't know at the time. He didn't know.
You don't know. We ain't gonna hurt him. Fuck.
Yeah.
Lando's a player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in their blog. I just searched on the Lando. Nothing came up again.
Yeah. I could have sworn I saw it. Someone posting it
in the chats on Facebook. People saying like, "Oh, look, it's back, and I'm like, I didn't see it being back officially, so whatever.
Here. Yeah.
I want Lando in his blue cape. I want fucking Bespin Lando. All right. I don't want fucking Skiff disguise and all this other bullshit.
Yeah, and
rides.
I want Hot Toys. I want my freaking director Krennic.
Yeah, I mean it's funny that hasn't been released yet either. Well, hey, look, man, they got to make room for Marvel Legends toys.
They gotta make Moff Gideon, man.
Oh, yes, especially with that.
Yep. What was that, dude? Don't say it.
Oh no, I'm not gonna say it.
Hold on. Was it or was it not?
It was. Whatever you're thinking.
What?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Real? You guys suck. So for the second giveaway, and I'm probably going to shoot myself in the foot over this, and maybe no one's interested, but you know what? I said, fuck it. I'm going to pull something out of my personal archive and give it away just because it's the end of the year, and we don't know if YouTube is actually going to fuck themselves over in the coming year because all these changes are supposed to be coming next week, right? PJ?
I have no idea,
There's
man.
probably no changes coming, but whatever.
I mean, I have no idea. Like, for me, like I kind of saw like a little drop in like my views when I posted stuff. And I was like,
I've been losing subscribers every time I post a new video. I lose 4 subscribers now. Every time a new video goes up.
What?
I went from I went from 1,496. I posted a new video. I went up to 1,414, and now I'm down to 1,406. So I went all the way up, and then every video I posted since then, -2, -4, and then whatever else it was. I actually went back down to 1,402, and then went back up to 1,402.
Were you posting The Last Jedi?
Yeah, right.
I love video. That's kidding.
Okay, so last giveaway of the night.
Thank you, Ryan Johnson. You know, there's a hashtag going around.
Actually, can I say something about Ryan Johnson? He's still freaking trolling.
We have to fucking talk so to allow people to answer this, you assholes.
No, really quick. He ruined the second season. Well, first of all, you did. I can't even talk about it because freaking Rob didn't watch it. But yeah, he ruined the second season of Mandalorian for me because he kind of did because he visited. Yeah, he visited. You saw that, right, Baz?
Yeah.
He visited the set and it was like, "Hey guys, I saw so," and you're like, "Oh, you jerk! Like, really? You can't keep that to yourselves. Now you're just fucking trolling."
Listen,
he's a big troll. He's way too active on social media. Yeah, he talks so much shit.
Yeah, like
he's a dick.
He's a dick.
I mean,
that's we're
Zack Snyder caught so much shit from B versus S, right? His he had to drop out of Justice League because his daughter committed suicide, and people were still talking shit about him, and he never came out the way Ryan Johnson did, and
he didn't.
Dealt with the fans. He just took it.
Oh, first of all, whoever talks shit about like Zack Snyder after his daughter like passed, like they're dicks, man.
They didn't care. They dogpiled him, man.
Oh, now they're the ones who's probably who want that Zack Snyder cut now, right?
Yeah, I want to see that.
Hey, what happened to Rob?
I don't know. I think he's just got fed up with us.
Oh, he couldn't take it anymore?
He's like, I lost my show.
No, I don't give a fuck if you guys talk. I have to get this thought out and then take it away.
He's like,
okay, so next giveaway of the night. I'm just throwing something a little extra in there with it. So you guys might not be interested in this, yes or no. It is a Uncanny X-Men 266 first appearance of Gambit signed by Andy Kubert.
Wow.
That is nice.
Okay.
I dig it.
And now there's no CGC, so there's no way to authenticate the signature other than me telling you I met the fucking guy and he signed it.
That's old school. Fuck CGC.
Yeah, so Andy Kubert, cover artist, signed right here.
That's a shame that you can't. There's no people that could like legitimately say, "Oh, that this is like a real like signature and stuff like that." That sucks.
Well, this Baz was actually at the show where I got this signed. There was the show we were at. Well, you were at the show with us when Tommy was with us, right? Tommy T. When we saw the Punisher fucking yelling at people about the size of his cock in the audience. Talking about
that was the what you call it, Wizard World.
Yes, we were at Wizard World. Yeah. So it's got signed at Wizard World about 12 years ago. Andy Kubert, X-Men 266, first appearance of Gambit, and just for like to throw in to spice it up a little, really just to beef up at the padding around it, inside the Sideshow studio, since I'm a fucking shill. So I got another inside.
Yeah, Sideshow shill.
I'm a Sideshow shill. So here you go.
Sideshow shill.
Studio.
Sideshow shill.
And first appearance Gambit. All you have to do is answer this question, and it's gonna be a real easy one.
I want that Gambit.
Related first person to answer gets the Gambit comic and the Inside the Sideshow studio, and that is, what is the name of Gambit's wife? If you're a fan of Gambit, you should know this. What is the name of Gambit's wife? First person.
I didn't even know he was married.
Yes, Gambit was married before he met Rogue. So Gambit's wife's name for the first appearance Gambit's signed by Andy Kubert and the Inside the Sideshow studio. Okay, guys, keep talking. Take it away.
You know, Jim Lee was at that convention too.
Yes, it was, and I actually got his signature there too. I got his signature on the Hush Absolute Edition of Hush. And
those were the days. That was like before the madness started, man. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna put that in the Batman Statue Collector group and see if anybody wants that. Because I'm getting rid of all my Absolute Editions. So Rogue is not the answer. There, Mr. Swallow.
Come on, Swallow.
Come on.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be that fucking easy, bro.
Jesus Christ!
I can't believe it's like 20.
Belladonna. There you go. That's a good guess.
Rob Swallow, Belladonna. There you go.
I
thought he was talking about the porn star. I thought he was joking around.
I was like, yeah, wait a minute. Yeah.
His name is Belladonna. That is, Rob Solo is the winner of the.
I was like, Dan, did Rob just go to Pornhub.com?
Congratulations, Rob Solo.
Damn, Rob. Congrats, Rob.
So you are also a member of the Red Cup review, The Rebellion. And you can hit me up on there, and we'll talk about getting this to you as soon as we're able to. So yeah, Noble Young wrote Bella. Almost. It's like a half answer, but you know, whatever. It is what it is, guys. Listen, you guys know I pretty often give shit away on this channel. It might not be everything you like, but I try to keep it interesting and cool. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and I'm glad that 2 Red Cup OGs won tonight. That was the whole purpose of this. Very cool.
Yeah. Congratulations to all the winners.
So anyways, well, I don't know, guys. What do you think? What do you think for what's on your taste buds, PJ? For what are you ordering? What are you hoping Hot Toys comes out with that they haven't yet for Star Wars?
Fucking Django. Just give us the fucking Django.
No, that they haven't. Yeah, well, yeah, that's another thing too. Wait another fucking that to me makes no sense.
They teased that fucking Django for like a long time.
Going to these fucking cons and seeing them just show shit and then never releasing it. That's just horse shit. To me, it's like that's why Blitzway to me wins every fucking year over Hot Toys, because they actually release their shit no matter how crazy and just out there their shit is. They actually put it up for pre-order. So
yeah. I don't know. Bespin Han. Just give us Bespin Han.
Yeah, I want Bespin Han. I hate to do a retread of a character over a brand new one, but we really need. They need to kind of get off of this Return of the Jedi kick that they've been on and prequel kick and give us finish the greatest Star Wars movie of all time. I want Bespin Han.
They're gonna say The Last Jedi.
Stop! I'm not that fucking.
Yeah, that's kidding.
They really got to do like maybe a Han in. You know what's pretty cool? I'm watching the 4K version on Disney Plus of Empire Strikes Back, and Han's coat is fucking brown. Imagine that. And I knew it was brown originally, but it was blue my entire life until I see it in 4K, and now it's fucking brown, clear as day.
I didn't know it was brown too until they put out Star Wars Black Series, put out a 2-pack with Leia and Han in that jacket, and it was brown. I was like, what
the hell is this? It's been
so. I guess I don't know. The brown didn't show up on
exactly
on our CRT TVs.
So, PJ, what do you think of McClunky?
Oh, don't get me started.
Happy, you guys, you want to complain about these new movies? Fucking, J.J. Abrams gives us excitement and adventure, and your boy George Lucas gives us McClanky.
Hey, I like using that word now. McClunky.
McClunky. Oh God, Baz, have you seen it yet? Go on YouTube and watch that shit, or don't.
Clunky. Why don't we watch it now? We can get away with it.
I'm gonna get a fucking strike, man. I'll get a fucking strike.
No, you don't. Like it's like every 20 seconds or something.
Okay, hold on. You gonna bring it up?
Yeah, I did one of my solo videos. I watched a trailer and I had no problem.
All right, bring it up.
I got to type in McClunky. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh God. When I saw that, I was just like, fucking McClunky now. This is where we're at. This is fuck you to the fans. Like,
no.
That's not a fuck you, though. Further ruining one of the greatest scenes in movie history.
Yeah, but we can't wait. You won't hear the sound, though.
No, you won't hear the sound.
All right.
So what's the point? Yeah.
I got it on my end then.
McClunky.
McClunky.
He says it like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
McClunky. And
all right. All you have to do is type in MAC and McClunky comes right up. Okay. Here we go. Han and Greedo. Don't have it with me. Okay.
I hear it.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. I gotta do the screen share. Okay. Everybody, if you guys haven't seen this, I strongly suggest you stay with us for this fucking horrific nightmare we're about to engage in.
Oh my gosh.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
You think I had a choice? My dead body. Yes, I bet you have.
Oh my God! It's worse than I imagined. That's pretty horrible. See, this is the start of all the bullshit about is Lucas going in and changing stuff? This is where all the negativity started. This is the genesis of it.
Yeah,
McClunky. As if
you gotta leave them. They're perfect. It's like he's crazy. Like he has a thing.
Like a horrible neurosis, and he doesn't.
Yeah, it's insane. The originals are perfect, but he doesn't see it that way.
Yeah. He's a perfectionist.
Wanted J.J. Abrams to release the unedited cuts, and they told him no.
He was no, he won't allow it.
He's not in charge anymore. They fucking own Disney. Here's another thing that's really cool about Disney Plus. When you watch the 4K Star Wars, you get the fucking 20th Century Fox fanfare now. How crazy is that? So you get the 20th Century Fox and shit before it goes into the Star Wars movie. So look, they fucking own it, man. Release the goddamn thing. I mean, I have a way around that. I cured my non-specialized versions. I cured that fix in my home.
McClunky.
McClunky.
I can't tell you how to cure it in your home, though. You're going to have to do some Google searching yourself on that one.
All right, this is a year-end episode, correct? So why don't we talk about some, I don't know, best movies, best pickups, best TV series.
We do have to wind the show down. So, all right, we'll start with Baz. Favorite movies and figures of the year.
You got to start with I send it off to you. I pass it off to you.
Me? I gotta go?
Yeah, you go first.
I'm scared for this. All right, my favorite movies of the year were off the top of my head because I did absolutely no preparation for this at all. Endgame, Joker, and what else came out? Did any other Marvel movie come out this year?
So Spider-Man.
Oh, Captain Marvel, your favorite.
Oh,
I've seen that piece of shit.
Did you see it yet?
No, I haven't seen it. I don't want to.
You have to hate watch it, bro. Come on, so you understand.
See, so Joker, Endgame, and Rise of Skywalker were my favorite movies. My favorite movies this year.
Alexa, Alexa.
She don't give.
Man, my Alexa's disconnected.
She don't like you anymore.
All right.
What were your favorite movies?
All right, I got. I just saw this the other night. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Tarantino. Holy shit!
I gotta watch that.
So good. John Wick 3.
Oh, good choice.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, love it. Love it.
Godzilla was friggin' awesome.
Well, I haven't seen any.
Shazam. I thought DC did a good job with Shazam.
Shazam. That's right.
It was a nice kind of action comedy movie. Alita, Battle Angel. Excellent special effects.
Seen that either.
Well,
I got a lot of movies.
Dolomite with Eddie Murphy. It's on Netflix.
I'm hearing that.
I thought that was a hysterical movie. And Glass, which is M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. That's the
the only one I saw was Shazam. Haven't even seen any of the other ones.
Yeah.
So that's my list.
All right.
Star Wars. Who plays Star Wars? I didn't like Endgame too much.
I'm more Infinity War guy.
Infinity War was way better.
Infinity War I could just put on and just watch it again over and over. My top movies was this is it was tough because I don't know. I would have to say my top movie is Aladdin from Disney, the live action movie. No, I'm just kidding. John Wick 3, Joker really was a good movie. That really took me by surprise. That's when I was like, yo, DC's back.
You mentioned Joker in your list. Shit. That's weird.
I did say Joker. Yeah, it's on the list.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah, Joker. I was sitting in the theater all like freaking stressed out and anxious.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god. I think that's it. I have to watch. I haven't watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I watched Endgame, but I wasn't like, oh my gosh, this is like the best one. I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was a good movie. Good wrap up for the whole Infinity War saga. But I still like Infinity War. That one really was great. And I think that's it. I don't have anything else. This year was kind of like lacking in like terms of like outstanding movies. You know, you're like, oh my gosh, that was great.
I judge mine based on like, again, I didn't see a lot of the stuff Baz had mentioned, so the list is inherently flawed already. At least my opinion is, because I don't have anything to base it on. But when I was in Endgame, I cried 3 times in that movie. And when I was in Joker, same reaction Baz just had was my reaction during that movie. And when I was in Rise of Skywalker, I was fucking hook, line, and sinker, jaw on the floor the whole time, clapping and laughing along with everybody else. So I just got to judge based on like my visceral reaction. Now I may watch it again, any of these movies again, and be like Joker, for instance. I do want to see it again, but it's not really something I want to see over and over again. It was very depressing. It was an excellent movie, but it's not something I'm going to be like totally. You know.
It's like a work of art, a serious work of art.
Yeah, it is, and it's like
that soundtrack is
and it's open ended, so which is great.
Okay, figures, collectibles, shit that you put in your collection over the course of this year.
Yeah. I probably have to go soon, but I'll give you guys my figure of the year. I would say statue of the year for me is Juggernaut by Sideshow.
Yeah, that's a nice piece.
Oh, I love that piece. And Hot Toys figure of the year is Darth Maul.
Do you have it?
Darth Maul?
No, I know you have Darth Maul. Do you have the Juggernaut?
Oh yeah, I have that. That means you didn't watch my video.
I didn't watch that one. No, I didn't.
Rob.
I watched all your other shit. Go fuck yourself.
I love you.
Hey, PJ, I watched your video when you went to see Rise of Skywalker, and you're like, I don't know, man. I'm the only guy here with a lightsaber.
Yeah,
I was laughing hysterical.
I'm like, yeah. Usually there's some more of a turnout. Like people are like come out with a whole bunch of lightsabers, and I'm like, why am I the only one? And why am I the only one here? This is opening night. What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah,
which is weird. But hey, guys, I have to go. I have to go to the the other side of the Force.
Oh, guys, when we sign off here, you go and you catch the Darth Castle main show starting at 9 o'clock. We're gonna be signing off.
I'll be watching.
Yeah. All right, guys. Love you guys. Rob, thank you so much. Baz, is always a pleasure. We got to do this more often. We got to bring Knick-Knack back. So
Yeah, good luck with that one. I've been trying to get him on here for 7-8 months. He's
all right. I'll talk to him. Maybe we can do like a little reunion kind of thing. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Have a good one.
See you, man.
All right, bye.
Take care, PJ. Happy New Year.
Baz,
all right. So me, I'm just figures, man. I don't really collect. I'm not that into statues or even hot toys. I stopped with hot toys. So basically, when it comes to Mezco, Jon Stewart, Green Lantern.
Wow. Okay.
Aquaman.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, that's number one. Aquaman and Wonder Woman. That's the top three for Mezco.
Nice.
For like just action figures like say Hasbro, Marvel Legends, or even DC Multiverse. I gotta go with this guy, number one, friggin' Professor X, man.
Wow.
I mean,
nice.
Come on. You don't have an X-Men team without this guy in the middle. You know what I mean? And he's only had one other release, correct?
Yes.
So and he looks great. Then I give the runner-up, this 80 years version of Iron Man, nice, with the comic book Howard Hughes head.
Nice.
It kind of like reminds me of a time before Robert Downey Jr. in the comics when he looked like this. As far as DC, I will go with the 2-pack for NECA 2-pack with the Sinestro Corps Predator and the Green Lantern. So it's the Predator versus Green Lantern Corps. And runner-up would be this perfect representation of the 90s Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern. I came back into comics around this time with Hal Jordan and Parallax and that whole saga. So Kyle Rayner's a big deal to me. So there you go.
Awesome stuff. Love it. Let's see. For me, I actually people when I listen to people and they say
food. You order food is coming out
for me
right now.
Okay. So I just started doing statues this year. I got Fakir. I got 3 older premium formats. All the statues I got this year were released technically last year. So my favorite statue that I got in my collection this year is the Wonder Woman premium format, the original one where she has the spear behind her back, because I've always loved that one. And the Kier. Those are my 2 favorite statues that I got this year. I would say my runner-up would probably be the Wonder Woman, tweeter head Wonder Woman with the shield and the sword. I showed that off on an earlier thing. So those are my statues of the year. Again, the only real technically new statue there is the tweeter head that was released this year. As far as hot toys,
hey, Rob, hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay. As far as hot toys this year goes, I don't know. I forgot what the fuck was released this year. I got the Crate Luke. Again, I'm really, really, really stingy in my collection with the shit I pick up, so I really don't keep up to date. I kind of stick to maybe 1 or 2 hot toy releases a year. So by default, I have to go with Crate Luke because he's probably the only one in my collection that's new. Although this year I got the 2-pack of the Batman Returns that I never got before. The Batman Returns Hot Toys 2-pack that was released years ago. And I just got him this year, and I got a custom cape for it, and the fucking set is dynamite. So, and that's front and center of my collection. So that's personal favorite collectible hot toy that I got this year. Although it doesn't really count towards this year, because I really haven't gotten anything this year besides a Stormtrooper. I got Count Dooku. I got Darth Maul. I sold both of them though. And as far as Mezcos go, let's see. I'm going to take a peek over to my collection real quick, and I'll let you guys, let's see. Wonder Woman's up there for me. Let's see. Oh, Sovereign Knight Batman. Sovereign Knight Batman Blue and Gray is Mezco of the year for me. Hands down, running away. The best Mezco of the year was the Sovereign Knight Batman. And I'm really been enjoying this Wolverine lately, the Logan. You can get really friggin' cheap now. Get them for $60 shipped. and he's my favorite version of Wolverine that they've come out with. And I'm kind of partial to Cyclops. This version of Cyclops with the jacket. Again, it's the jacket from the other one that I put together. I have these two guys on my desk right now, so they're on the front of the brain. So I'm going with those. Although Wonder Woman is pretty nice. Now, you know what? I'm going to go with Sovereign Knight Batman, and Wonder Woman is my favorite Mezcos this year. My favorite hot toy pickup this year is Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan. Awesome. I know he was released this year. I see. I don't like to mention things that I've never held in my hand and did a review on and kind of looked at and really got into. Blade was released. Blade was really good. Blade was released at the beginning of the year, so I forgot about him. Blade was really, really good. I sold Blade, though. He doesn't have a spot in my collection because I'm more of a DC guy than a Marvel guy. But like with Marvel, I tend to just stick with X-Men and like mainstay Avengers guys, like just like the core 4 Avengers. Other than that, but Blade was, I remember giving Blade like 4.75 cups. Blade was fucking awesome. There might have been a few figures that were released that I went over the moon for. I believe the Popeye figure that was all white outfit, I believe that was released also. And I had that was best. Going to make a best, figure of the year too, and that Popeye is amazing. And again, it's like Popeye, but he's not as cool as Blade, maybe, or as cool as Wolverine or Cable or Wonder Woman or whatever, but still a great figure. Euro Jim Lee Cyclops. Now I'm partial to Scuba.
Yeah, Popeye was dope.
Yeah, I'm partial to Scuba Head Cyclops. Although the Jim Lee one was cool, I like the Scuba Head look more. But I put the leather. He has to have the leather jacket to break the color up. Yeah, that Popeye Baz has it too, unless he sold it. Was really freaking good. And so I put up
with the can, right?
The can Popeye was such a good fucking release, top to bottom. Just amazing packaging. I said Sovereign Knight Batman and Wonder Woman. You know, well, kind of like my
cool.
two. I mentioned a bunch of figures that I liked, but I mentioned I kind of said, you know what, it's Sovereign Knight Batman and Wonder Woman are really my favorites. But I don't have Aquaman yet, so I can't really judge. I'm waiting for Aquaman to come. You know, otherwise he might.
Have you seen the Green Lantern?
He's colorful as fuck. I haven't seen the Green Lantern. I don't have him, Michael. I'm waiting on Hal Jordan. You know, so I don't even have I have no horse in that race either. I don't want to comment on something I haven't seen. It might look cool in a picture, and then I get it in hand, and I'm like not that crazy about it. So I didn't want to comment about stuff that I don't actually have. So that's it, man. It's been a pretty decent year. I'm kind of happy with the way the year ended. I'm really happy with the Star Wars movie. I'm really the biggest surprise of the year was Mandalorian being the greatest thing that I've seen on TV ever. Like it was like the greatest fucking thing in a long time. The Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover was really good this year.
I gotta say, I friggin' at this point, I love Mando. You know, the Mandalorian better than Boba Fett, bro.
Yeah,
he surpassed him, man.
I judged it like this. I had said, Grayson's favorite Star Wars character ever was Boba Fett for the longest time. And I had said, all right, Grayson, who's cooler, Boba Fett and the Mandalorian? He went, the Mandalorian. And I went, really? I said, holy shit. He's like, Dad, he's like Boba Fett, but he does more. He has more. He does. It's Boba Fett, but more. So it's everything you wanted out of a Boba Fett you're getting out of this character. So he takes it, he takes the cake. Boba Fett will always be the OG with the cool outfit. He's got a great design. He's the only character to have a design like that to do literally nothing, and people consider him the coolest motherfucker in fiction. So it goes a long way. But Mandalorian is fucking dope as hell, man, and his crew is awesome. I don't want to know nothing. Cara Dune, the fucking droid, the Urgnot, they're all awesome fucking characters, man.
Dude, it's 2019, and we still have Carl Weathers fucking shit up in action movies.
I said to myself, if they release,
you know what I'm saying,
Mandalorian hot toy with the Baby Yoda, I'm gonna have to get it. Then I'm gonna want to get IG-11. Then I'm gonna want to get fucking what's his face, Grief. That's his name, Grief on the show. Carl Weathers. I'm gonna want the whole fucking Mandalorian collection. And I really don't want that in my house. But I'm gonna feel like I need to have it because the fucking show. They're just characters, man. Trevor Maguire, he's Boba Fett plus, basically.
Disney Plus, Boba Fett plus.
Take care, Dan. Dan bounced a few minutes ago. Maybe he'll see the ending on a replay or something. But there you go, Dan. Congratulations on winning the statue, and congratulations to Rob Swolo, for winning the X-Men comic. Cool stuff, guys. I wanted to kind of go out on a bang with you guys this year by doing a double giveaway. I actually just literally pulled the X-Men comic out of my personal collection, like literally 2 minutes before we signed on, and said, fuck it, I'll give this away too, because it's just sitting in a box anyway. So now somebody else will get to enjoy it. I don't know, Baz. What do you think? What are you looking for?
Oh, real quick. I wanted to go real quick, and I made a list for best TV shows of the year.
Yeah, all right.
Real quick, of course, Mandalorian number fucking one.
Well, that's like,
but number 2 would definitely be a fucking Cobra Kai.
Oh yeah,
season 2.
It was great.
Oh,
great.
And you got Doom Patrol. No, not The Boys. The Boys is fucking excellent.
Great. Oh.
See, then Doom Patrol, Titans season 2, and then I got Stranger Things.
Nice.
So it was a great year for TV. And Castle Rock season 2.
Nice. All right, cool, man. Yeah, that's a great fucking list. This year for TV was really, really awesome. I'm just kind of, I'm tired of kind of arguing. I'm glad that you like Star Wars, this last movie. I'm tired of I just want to just go along with it and go for the ride and be happy that we're getting all this stuff. All quality. It's good. The TV has been quality. The Star Wars has been quality this year. It's been an uptick for everything, and it gives me hope for the future. We had that scare at the end of the year with the Red Cup Review channel shutting down. I'll tell you guys what my idea was. Actually, I can't tell you guys what my idea was, but I had a good contingency plan, but I didn't really need it. It kind of blew up in my face a little bit, but let's just say that eventually I may start a Patreon. That doesn't mean I won't be doing this. I may start it. People are telling me to do a Patreon. I don't know why. I have no time to fucking do extra videos for people, but we'll see. Anyways, that's all I got, Baz. You pretty much took the fucking words out of my mouth, with your list there. And what am I looking forward to this next year, man? I'm looking forward to the new Batman trailer coming in the summer. I'm looking forward to Black Widow, kinda, not really, not super hyped for it, but kind of looking forward to it. I'm looking forward
Wonder Woman 84.
Woman. I'm looking forward to like the continuation of the TV shows you've just mentioned. Like I want to see the next seasons of everything you just mentioned. I'm looking forward to. So that's it, man. I'm glad that you guys stayed with us for this is a full year of live. So we started the live show in August. It was a year. And then this is the first full calendar year we went through with the live show, going almost weekly. So Happy New Year's, everybody. And I'm glad that you guys stuck with us for so long. Please subscribe to the goddamn channel and press the fucking like button. I'm not watching The Witcher. I have no interest in it. Never played the video game. I'm sure it's great. It doesn't look interesting to me. I'm tired of watching Henry Cavill not get his due and just walk around looking all stoic and shit. I want to see him actually act. Let's see. Rob Banks, what are the 3 things that bug you about Mezco? Number 1, their customer service is the worst. They're the worst customer service out of any company ever is Mezco. They treat their customers like pieces of shit. And this isn't just because of my personal beef with them, because they fucking threw me to the wolves with my reviews because I tried to sell one of their figures, even though I was already paying for it. And then I didn't sell it, and they still got pissed off at me, but whatever. They have horrible, horrible customer service. So, and that goes a long way for the line as a whole, because Sideshow makes you feel like you're part of a family. Cryptozoic has treated me with nothing but love, and they post a lot on social media, on Instagram and shit, and they're just full of nice people. This company just has a very you go up to them in a con, we're not talking to you, buy something. If you're not buying something, we're not talking to you. Like, they dead up say that to people. Buy it, we're not talking to anybody. If you want to buy something, fine. If not, keep it moving. And it's like, you're just a bunch of fucking dicks. Okay, so there's that. What else? Let's see. What else bugs me about Mezco? The fact that I don't know. Their articulation, their fucking non-double jointed articulation when it's supposed to be double jointed. but I understand why they don't have double jointed on certain figures, because I know how, me and Baz learned this year how molds are made and created, right? Like they cost like $50,000 to $100,000 to make, and molds aren't made
It's
like,
insane.
oh, they have the cable mold and now they're doing the cable figure. No, they have the arm molds and the leg molds that might be mixed with a different torso. So if they're going to mold things and have them casted from the plastic, it's like a mix match of different things that go into the molding process. So that's not really something I can be mad at, even though it does kind of bug me. It's something that's never going to change. Mezco is not. I argued with somebody this week on the internet that told me I have no clue what I'm talking about, and I laughed at the fucking guy and was like, well, whatever, bro. Mezco is not getting rid of single jointed things. It's not going anywhere. So that's just the way it goes. No extra wrist pegs is a big downgrade. That's kind of stupid. These giant bases are stupid to me. Here's something that's dumb. They do look nice though, but they're way too big. Electronic features, when not necessary, that are fucking hidden, that you got to, like, here, you got to pull this up, then turn the fucking switch and the electronics go on. And then you got to like turn the switch back off. It should just be like a little button at this point that you just flick the button and it goes on and off. They were doing that shit back in the days of fucking Hasbro, back when we were kids. I don't know, that maybe the fact that they have like accessories or like extra hands that are like fucking stupid. Like they maybe should have like relaxed hands as opposed to like hands that look like this or something, as far as like their relaxed hands goes. Maybe their choices of alternate head sculpts. Sometimes, like, we still don't have a screaming Wolverine head. We get these snarling looks that are all right too. These head sculpts are good, but we still don't have a screaming Wolverine head sculpt, which to me is just fucking stupidity. Yeah, so it's like a mixture of those type of things. But Mezco, I love it. I love the figures. They're colorful. They're nice. They're the perfect size. Great articulation. They're like little mini Hot Toys. So even though I hate the company, I love their product, and I'm not going to be the type of guy that doesn't buy something that I like because I think that the people running the show are, kind of dicky. However, I'm sure I could come up with some other shit. You know what? I'll sit on that. I'll come back to you in a future episode, live, or maybe during my next Mezco review, and I'll say, hey, this guy on my live show asked me what my top problems with Mezco are, and here they are, and I'll write them down and shit. I'll get more of a thought on that. Baz, do you have anything that bugs you about the Mezco figures that you have? No, Baz?
Yeah, pretty much everything you said. You covered it.
Okay. Well, you might say, hey, Red Cup Review sculpts, Laura. Oh, God, so Laura's upstairs watching, and that's the wife, everybody. The Red Cup Review is watching. She hates it when I say, like, I'm doing the review, and I go, check out these head sculpts. Sculpts. She goes, I hate that word. It's like fucking saying the word moist. It just annoys me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bases take up too much space. Yeah, but I kind of like the graphic. I like the graphic on the base,
They are cool. The graphic is nice. They're not too bad. I think that some of the choices for their graphics are kind of weird, but for the most part, the graphics are nice. But I can't speak enough about the Sony stands. Sony stands. They're fucking, look cool. How big they are compared to a Mezco base.
Yeah. And you can bunch them up closer together.
You can get 2 figures per base on here, too. You can get a guy flying behind a guy standing in the foreground, and you get mad heads. So I'm a big fan of those, because these just, even in a DTOF, you're not getting more than like 5 of these without them looking like a complete cluttered mess. So I very strongly suggest everybody go out and get yourself some Sony stands. Those aren't they don't have to be licensed. They're just molded acrylic, so everybody can kiss my ass that by not being a licensed thing. They are the best figure stands, but they're just so fucking big, man. This thing is like half the size of my face, like. And the tins are ridiculous. The tins are ridiculous. I don't like the box sizes. I think the box sizes should all be in like those, the smaller boxes that the exclusives come in. They should all be that size. And how about this? How about the thing? This is what pissed me off about Mezco the most. The fact that I live 40 miles from Mezco's headquarters, and they charge me $12 to $15 to ship it to me. And then it's like, well, shipping is expensive. And then I look at how fucking much it weighs, and they put like 8 pounds as the weight. They put 8 pounds as the fucking weight. Meanwhile, the weight I resell these things. They're 2.5 pounds. So they should be shipping it to me for like $6, not 15 almost. You know, it's like it's fucking ridiculous. They're just like trying to rape you every which way they can. Yeah, and the boxes they just sit in the fucking closet too. I wouldn't give a shit if they sent this to me in the fucking poly bags. I would be fine with them sending them to me in this because I don't give a shit about boxes. I display the figures, not the boxes. So it is what it is. And the boxes don't even work anymore.
I got a break. Happy New Year, bro.
Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year, everybody. I got to go and catch the next hour of SmackDown before my son has my balls on a vice. So for those that won, contact me. You have to contact me through Facebook, and we'll get back to you. Baz, have a Happy New Year, brother. And I'll probably talk to you before the New Year. But everybody else, have a Happy New Year.
Yeah, definitely.
All the love.
See you next year, guys.
Use the Force and all that. Have the good stuff be with you. And we'll catch you next time. All right, now how the fuck do I end this piece of shit?